got on the go now, Katie?
Timing belt.
Chain.
Chain.
Okay, new double roller timing chain. We're putting it up standard, not advanced or retard. You see, there's our marks all lined up. Put them bolts in, kid. Had to sweep up the mess. It was getting a little grungy down here. All that old rusty antifreeze water.
There we go.
Torquing the cam sprocket bolts to 18 to 20 foot-pounds, which is how many inch-pounds?
Why are you asking me math?
Come on, math.
It's the weekend.
You want to be a university astrophysicist or something, don't you?
Aerospace engineers don't do math on weekends.
I think they do. They live and breathe math. From what I've seen of young Sheldon, they live and breathe the maths.
That's not accurate. Is that one on?
240 inch-pounds, right?
Yeah.
Is 20 foot-pounds. Keep going till it clicks. That's not doing anything. That is ratcheting.
Oh. What?
There you go. You got all three torqued. You have now torqued a camshaft sprocket.
Yay.
You sound so enthusiastic. What are we doing for the last, 2 hours, Katie?
Cleaning the heck out of this thing.
She's a wee bit cleaner than when we started, huh? There's no handfuls of gravel on the intake. I think timing cover?
Yep, we'll do it.
Let's put that timing cover on there, kiddo. So what did we decide about timing covers, kid?
We're just going to buy a new one.
This old rusty one, probably not what you want. We're going to put on a cheap chrome one. Because chrome adds about 4 horsepower. So just put those in loosely for now to keep the junk out of the engine, and we'll get that chrome one in a few days and put that on. This one here is really rusted in here, and it's got some sharp edges, and I'm wondering if it might be perforated. And last thing we want is an oil leak and then have to pull the whole front of the engine off again just to fix it for the sake of $30 part. So got us an Edelbrock EPS Performer manifold going on there. Katie's putting in some new bolts. We're snugging them down here at 30 pounds. We're snugging them down and then going torquing them on the second pass, right? Working from the center out.
If it wants to go on.
Yeah, the swivel's only really necessary for the center 4 ones. So we'll just, once we get them torqued, we'll switch to a regular socket. It makes life a little easier. Katie's gonna be a motor pro. Technically, it's an engine. Motors are electric, engines are internal combustion, etc. But what is General Motor Corporation, Ford Motor Company,
True.
Chrysler Motor Division? They're all motor. Motor. Oh, we got her mocked up now, folks. Got the headers just sitting there and some Canton valve covers that I had laying around. They're going to need to be painted, but the whole engine needs to be painted. What do you think, Katie?
I think it's pretty cool.
Doesn't look like that same motor we had sitting here a day ago, does it?
No.
Yeah. And that carb's not the right one. That thing's ancient. I had that since the 90s. It needs a rebuild, but we're going to put an Edelbrock on there. We're up to double digits out here today. And that's probably a good day to go painting my old valve covers here. These are, as you can see, they've been sitting around a while. And the paint is it's all bubbling off, the rust underneath. They're not perforated, there's no rust right through, but I can't put them on like that. I'm gonna sand them down, get some POR 15 or something like that, some high heat POR 15, put them on. This one I've been working on for a bit, down to the bare metal on a lot of the spots. It's really just, like the corners here, and some of the bubbling that was going on top. So just getting rid of that, getting down to some decent paint and steel, and we're gonna slap some paint on them real quick. I'm actually surprised how much these rusted, considering this engine was stored in my garage. But I guess moisture does what moisture does. Okay, folks, valve covers are all painted out. They turned out okay, considering they're like 30 years old. They've been sitting on a shelf for at least 20 of them. Just got them sitting on the engines, looking pretty good. Intake's on, headers are on. We threw some paint on it, nice Chevy orange, of course. Oil pan gasket is the next major thing I got to get put on. So I bought a new oil pan for it because the old one was pretty rough shape, and they sent me out one for a 2-piece rear seal, so that don't fit. That transmission's all painted up. We got the advanced adapter kit to go to the Dana 300 transfer case that we got in there. And a Dana 300 is probably the strongest thing in a CJ7 driveline, to be honest. It can take a stock 305, no problem. Okay, what I got done here, so I got the oil pan placed on with the gasket, so I got the thickness of the gasket taken into consideration. And what I want to do is measure the depth of my oil pan. We're looking at about 7 inches roughly to the flat spot here. I'll tell you why that's important. You take that guy off, your pickup needs to be pretty close to that. And you can see right there, it's actually, if I put that on just like it is, it's sucking all the sludge out of the bottom of the pan. So you kind of want about 1/4 of an inch. You don't want it hitting. You should be good. These are notorious back in the day for falling off and they'd land in your oil pan and you wouldn't get any oil. Okay, so this is kind of, if you buy from a quality manufacturer, they usually tack weld this on right here, and we're going to do that. These should be the right bolts. Katie did her job. She should be just getting home from school, and they should get her out here doing this. What do you got going on there, Mike?
Taking off this little hose.
Taking off the front clip, are we? Yep. We got Liam's in the house. He's cold. I don't know why he's cold. I'm out here in the sweater. You got a winter coat with the hood up. So we're just ripping off the front clip here so we can get a little easier access to the motor and stuff to get her all ripped out.
Hold up.
Pulling off a few wires.
Yeah, it's not like this.
All right, let's get her off there, boys.
Jesus. Bought that 30-pack last night.
You just wait, get the motor in. We got Ashton over here unbolting gear shifters. How's it going? You get that thing out?
Yeah, trying to.
Yeah, it's going to be in there a bit. You probably have to bang on it a tad. It's not going to want to cooperate.
Lori McIver's son did the same thing Liam did.
Yeah.
And I got Katie and Michael over here ripping off, what are you at now? Fuel lines.
I took off.
Okay, you got your fuel line done.
Yep.
Power steering's all done. Cooling.
Is this off?
Still got motor mounts to do, but I want to wait on that. We're almost ready to yank this beast. Katie over here, buttoning up the engine, getting it ready to go.
I don't wanna.
I don't want to smile. Putting in our carb studs. Got our valve covers bolted down. Water pump. We ended up putting the old one back on, so we haven't painted it.
What you mean now?
Bottom pulley and balancers on. The boys are over there working painstakingly on the Jeep, getting that one out. The boys are at her under the Jeep. What's going on, Mike? What are you unbolting now?
I don't know what he's unbolting. I can't. I can't see it. I was staring at him doing it the whole time.
Well,
Yeah,
you know
that
something?
don't blame me.
I knew that was something wrong. I should have just
Yeah,
popped
should
right
have
out
gone.
there. There's only like this much of the shaft stuck in the end of the transmission. Eric's just waiting for it to come out and he's done.
Yeah, he's running.
Michael,
Second.
meets at KFC.
I'm gonna order a big bucket of chicken. I'm gonna eat and I'm gonna lay in my bed. 7 o'clock. I've never been so bad early on a Saturday night in my life.
Who made you drink?
Yeah, he did. He's bad influence.
No, I said who.
Chris did.
Did you pick up a beer?
Last I checked, they didn't have a funnel jam down your belly. A funnel jam down his belly.
Oh.
Drink it!
Holy
Drink it or choke! Got her?
Yeah.
Give me it. Give me it.
There you go, you're out. Ground wires, anything, bizarre.
Oh, your wire's behind your chain on this side. Liam, pull it back. Pull it back.
Give me that. That's fine.
Here we are. You got it, boys.
Woo!
Good job, boys and girls.
I did nothing.
Oh my.
Yeah, you did. You
Emotional
yours
support.
over there.
Emotional support and yelling at people.
Well, the boys got it pulled out, folks. We have an empty hole where the motor used to be. Katie's just underneath there, pulling off the back muffler bracket that's holding the exhaust on. We can get that out of the way. And then we could do some inventory and itinerary and go through a checklist and make sure we got this stuff ready to put in. I think I might just put the transfer case and transmission together in there. And then slide the motor on later. I don't know. I don't know which one would be easiest. That's the thing. We'll figure it out.